In the ancient land of Eldoria, where the skies were painted with shades of mystic hues and the forests whispered secrets of old, there existed a dragon named Zephyros. Unlike the fearsome tales of dragons that plagued human hearts with terror, Zephyros was a creature of wonder and wisdom, revered by all who knew of his existence. His scales shimmered like molten gold under the sun, and his eyes held the depth of centuries, glowing with a gentle, otherworldly light. Zephyros dwelled in the heart of the celestial peaks, a mountain range so high that its summits kissed the heavens. There, he guarded the eternal flame, a mystical fire said to hold the balance of life and magic in Eldoria. The flame was not just a source of power, but a symbol of harmony between all living beings: dragons, humans, elves, and creatures of the wild. One day, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of amber and violet, a young human named Lyra ventured into the celestial peaks. She was no ordinary girl. Her heart burned with curiosity, and her spirit was unyielding. Lyra had heard tales of Zephyros from her grandmother, who spoke of the dragon's wisdom and kindness. Determined to seek his guidance, Lyra climbed the treacherous slopes, her resolve unwavering even as the winds howled and the path grew steeper. When she finally reached the summit, she found Zephyros resting beside the eternal flame, his massive form radiating warmth and tranquility. The dragon turned his gaze to her, and Lyra felt no fear, only awe. "Why have you come, child of Eldoria?" Zephyros's voice was deep and resonant, yet gentle, like the rumble of distant thunder. Lyra bowed her head respectfully. "Great Zephyros, I seek your wisdom. Our village is plagued by a darkness we cannot understand. Crops wither, rivers run dry, and shadows creep into our homes at night. We fear the balance of Eldoria is breaking." Zephyros's eyes narrowed thoughtfully. He rose, his wings casting a majestic shadow over the mountaintop. "The eternal flame flickers," he said, his voice tinged with concern. "If it extinguishes, the darkness will consume all. But the flame is not sustained by magic alone. It requires the unity of all beings in Eldoria. The imbalance you speak of is a sign that harmony has been lost." Lyra's heart sank. "What can we do to restore it?" Zephyros extended a clawed talon, and from it, a small ember of the eternal flame floated toward Lyra. "Take this ember," he said. "It will guide you to the source of the darkness. But know this: the journey will test your courage, your compassion, and your faith in the bonds that unite us all." With the ember cradled in her hands, Lyra descended the mountain, her path illuminated by its soft glow. She traveled through enchanted forests, crossed rivers of starlight, and ventured into the shadowed vale, where the darkness was thickest. Along the way, she encountered others who had been affected by the imbalanced sand elf, whose magic had faded, a wolf whose pack had been scattered, and a phoenix whose fire had dimmed. Together, they formed an unlikely alliance, each contributing their strengths to overcome the challenges ahead. The elf's knowledge of ancient spells, the wolf's keen senses, and the phoenix's fiery spirit complemented Lyra's determination. As they journeyed, the ember grew brighter, its light pushing back the shadows. At last, they reached the heart of the shadowed vale, where a corrupted crystal pulsed with malevolent energy. It was the source of the darkness. Feeding on fear and discord, Lyra stepped forward, holding the ember aloft. The crystal's power lashed out, but the ember's light held firm, fueled by the unity and courage of Lyra and her companions. With a final surge of energy, the ember shattered the crystal, and the darkness dissipated like smoke in the wind. The balance of Eldoria was restored, and the eternal flame burned brightly once more. When Lyra returned to the celestial peaks, Zephyros greeted her with a proud smile. "You have done well, Lyra," he said. "The harmony of Eldoria is not just the responsibility of one, but of all." Remember this, and the light will never fade. From that day forward, Lyra became a guardian of the eternal flame, ensuring that the lessons of unity and courage were passed down through generations, and Zephyros, the wise and wondrous dragon, continued to watch over Eldoria, his presence a reminder that even in the darkest times, hope and harmony could prevail.